got a big mouth. Came out there. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world. You know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn, you know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I'm not talking ignorant, you know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do. Your karma, everything that you do bad comes back to you. So anything that I'm doing that's bad, I'm going to have to suffer for it. But in my heart, I think what I'm doing is right. You know what I mean? And I think heaven is just, when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is...
What's going on, everyone? It is your girl, Queen Quee, and this is Hot Topic. Just a public service announcement before I start this episode. I want to let everybody know that this episode will really consist of a lot of passings, deaths of the industry, the people that was in the music industry, just kind of playing catch up on a lot of different type of politics and stuff that's going on. I did want to start out by saying rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. He is the man who played in I want to say it was, well, of course, it was The Wire, Lovecraft. I personally knew of him when he played in The Wire because the simple fact is that my sister, at a young age, we had no reason watching The Wire, but she was definitely a big fan of him. She loved The Wire, of course, and I got hooked onto it. So therefore, I remember seeing him in The Wire, and he was, even then, he was a good actress. I'm sorry, a good actor. He was a good actor. I never did watch Lovecraft, but nevertheless, they said that he did a lot of cameos on different type of movies and etc. I really wanted to bring him up is because that he was dealing with a lot of depression, and it's so crazy how when people pass away, you never realize what all they was going through because they're saying it in so many ways. But I think people underestimate the fact of like, well, you're on TV, you're famous. What are you depressed about? Why do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have nothing, you're rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have no worries, you're nothing like us. But what people fail to realize, and I tell people all the time, is that a peace of mind is something that you cannot buy. And a lot of time with success and money comes a lot of pain and heartache. And if you was already dealing with some type of addiction or anything like that, then that makes it even harder. I mean, just because you got the money, now you can buy more of the products, or you know what I'm saying, or you can get more in debt if you got a gambling addiction or anything like that. So they did say that 54-year-old Michael K. Williams was found dead in his Brooklyn, New York home this past Monday, September the 6th. No official cause of death. They did identify that he had heavily heroin in his system and he could have overdosed. So I seen that, and I'm not gonna lie, I did want to look deeper into it just because I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. Because even with his last post, I think his last post was saying something about don't mourn me when I die. You know what I'm saying? Know that I lived a great life and I'm happy. And it's crazy. That's why like the tongue and the mindset is a powerful thing. That's why when it comes down to manifestation, like I tell people all the time, watch what you say. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you say. Of course, watch what you do, but definitely watch what you say and you put in the atmosphere because you don't know how it might play up. I don't even like talking about death. I don't even like, speaking, like saying certain stuff that come out of my tongue or my mouth because I just say you have to be prepared. I seen a clip that he talked about his emotional mental roller coaster, and I wanted to play this clip because he was on a talk show. So let me get this clip together.
First of all, when did you address the hater in your head, that critic that was keeping you from some of the things that are happening now?
I really just started addressing that shortly after the production had ended of Lovecraft Country. To be frank, I just started therapy, and really taking that seriously and starting to unpack, like you said, the critic in my head and how that has affected my actions, my responses to certain situations, my relationships. So it's a very new process for me.
First of all, when did you address the hater in your head?
Okay, so That was his response to the host when she asked how did he deal with a lot of, the fame and the ups and downs of what he was going through. And I actually looked at a video from the Breakfast Club that he did, of course, a long time ago. And he was saying a lot of good gems. So if you guys can, please go check out that interview of that brother. I hate that, we tend to go listen to music and words and different type of stuff people say once they pass away. But it definitely give you signs to look for if you have a family member or anything else. But I never forget they was asking him questions about him being successful, and he basically was saying even when he was on a wire, and the wire was a cable TV, like that's a cable network. I think I want to say it was on Stars or something like that, Showtime or Stars, but that's a cable network, and it was popular when it was on. And so it's like for him to be making all this money, you know what I'm saying? He was bad at managing money because he had an addiction and a problem, and therefore, he ended up losing it. You see what I'm saying? So he was just like, yeah, I'm on the wire and people thinking I'm famous, but I'm sleeping on a family member couch and stuff like that. So please be mindful and don't ever underestimate that people that do even have more than us. Let's just say if they do have more than us, please don't underestimate and feel like that they don't need someone to check in on them, and just ask questions like, hey, you okay? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel? It takes nothing, especially when they get to a certain level or they already fighting a lot of demons and all this type of weird out energy. Some people can try to latch on to you because they feel like that, hey, you know what I'm saying, this person has money now, so let me go ahead and get in where I fit in. But then when this person was already at rock bottom, or when this person hit rock bottom, they can't even confide in you. And that's another thing too. Please, as Black people especially, no shade, no tea, we need to look into getting therapy and stuff. Stop having the notion that everybody that go to therapy is crazy or ain't nothing wrong. Sometimes you don't want to talk to your family and friends, but talk to someone. Let it be known, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, like, I need you now. You know what I'm saying? What the song say? Not another second, another minute. Y'all know I gotta give y'all a little taste. But yeah, just definitely rest in peace to that man. He was dealing with a lot of hurt, pain, and turmoil, and he was dealing with a lot of, addictions and different type of spirits and stuff like that. So please love on your loved ones, hold them tight. Do not be so quick to be judgmental, because the same way you could be judging them, that can be you the next day or down the line. So be careful who you study your nose up and laugh at. Okay, so another person who passed away, comedian AJ Johnson, best known for Friday and I Got the Hookup, passes away at the age of 56. And this is so crazy because I promise you, it's something about, remind you, I just said Michael, he passed away at the age of 56. I always feel like it's something in the industry when these entertainers hit the age of 50. It's like, I understand there's some people out there that has been living in their 70s and 60s and 80s, but it's just very rare. I just hate to hear that a lot of these celebrities die in the era of 50. I don't know what is it about 50s, but yeah, he passed away. This is the man who played a drug addict, that was on Friday. He played Ezekiel Friday. He played I Got the Hookup. He was actually like, the co-star next to Master P. He played in a Players Club. He was the bouncer. So he was definitely good at entertaining. He was always funny. I feel like he was funny in every last movie he played in. So they haven't said what was the cause of death, like far as like what was like the issue that he passed away. But I wanted to get into something because his wife had came out and she basically had some words to say about the incident in the passing of her husband. And it kind of really got people in a debate. And I want you guys to listen to it and then let's talk about it.
I did the GoFundMe. There's $700 in there. Few of my friends cash at me, and I made that clear. I got like another 400. But no, it's like you say, y'all say y'all love him. Where's the love? Y'all not helping. Like, I get the calls or inboxes saying y'all raising money. You trying to, no, we're raising money because I have to pay for this all out of pocket. I'm asking for help, but if I don't get it, it's fine because I'm not leaving my husband in there like that. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a service. I'm gonna do everything I know he would have done for me. It's just hurtful, you know? Like, I would not be asking if we had it or we had a policy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the one. You know, it's people that's saying that they're going to give money. We haven't received it. If I just look at it right now, it's the GoFundMe is all out of pocket. Just to bury him in the funeral services alone would be close to 15. I asked for 20. I mean, I would give the kids, split it among the kids, it's 4. But if it's nothing left, it's fine. I want to put him in Rose Hills, but if we don't have the money to do that, we will have the service and I will cremate him. If you guys want to give or they want to give, I would appreciate it. If they don't, that's them. But just please stop the fake love. Please stop the fake calls. Please stop the fake texts. Please. Just for our family. And when I say our family, I mean me, the kids, and the grandkids. Just stop it. Just stop. I'm going to stay busy and I'm going to work. I'm going to work in a couple days. So I'm not going to worry about this. I apologize. I'm not going to worry about this. Whatever happens. It's got us all out of.
Okay, so that was his wife. And she basically she got on TMZ and she kind of like was doing like a little interview, and she, if you did not understand the clip, she was basically saying like, hey, they need help finding money. He did not have an insurance policy. They needed help burying him because the simple fact is that, they don't have any money and it costs to bury him. She was asking for over $20,000 so she can bury him. She's just saying like a lot of people are reaching out to her, talking about fans and people that's in the industry, and basically they're reaching out to her, but nobody is sending money. Okay, so let's get into this. And the reason why I want to bring this to attention is because this brought up a big debate, because it was kind of like some people was turned off because the simple fact is they feel like, how are you asking fans and people that did not know him like that, or even asking celebrities that probably haven't talked to him since I did the hookup. Not trying to be funny, Mr. AJ Johnson, I don't think he was even probably working. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think that he's been out of work probably over 15 or 20 years. And even though he was a comedian and stuff like that, I think that everybody go through their spells. You have to keep on going. That's the reason why it's so important for different streams of income. I don't even think that they was together when he was at the height of his success. So a lot of these women end up getting with these men that were used to be celebrities that still sitting over here living off this, oh yeah, I used to be in a Players Club and this and that. But in real life time today, you're still going to work and he's sitting on your couch, or he's helping out. Nothing saying it's wrong to be like a low-key family man, but it's like, why is it that first of all, and I'm not gonna lie, I mean, you guys can give y'all thoughts about it, but my whole thing was that I didn't like when she came out and was just like, well, nobody's sending money. Y'all say y'all love him. Y'all say y'all care. Where's the money at? Now, you talking about the people that get up every day and support their kids and only got a 9 to 5 that during a pandemic, and we up here damn near living check to check. You want us to give your money and give our hard-earned money to your husband that was somebody that was famous, that had jobs and stuff like that. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much the man made, because I never forget, he did an interview with Vlad TV, and he was saying like, even on Friday, I think on Friday he did not get paid, and I think at the time that was a low budget movie, so a lot of artists, even John Witherspoon was saying like how he only got paid $5,000, compared to what he'll ever make in a movie. But back then they was just trying to get their faces out there, so he didn't even get paid for one of the big time movies that is still a classic, and in the other 2 movies I'm pretty sure he got paid, but he ran through it. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like the audacity in it, because you got some people like, well, she had to humble herself. You damn right you gonna humble yourself when you're asking people for money. But please, you know what I'm saying, don't underestimate the simple fact is that people have to do that for you. Like, we're obligated, even the people in the industry, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I understand what she was saying on that, because the people in the industry, $20,000, you know what I'm saying, for them to help out, or a couple of $1,000s for them to give her, it's nothing. It's nothing compared to how much they spend at these strip clubs. So I understand what she's saying, but at the end of the day, there's the relationships that he kept. Did he keep those relationships throughout the time? You see what I'm saying? Like, was he even in position? Because regardless, it looks like to me, regardless if he was famous or not, you would have never had the money to bury your husband, because your husband was not financially, you or your husband was not financially stable to keep, you know what I'm saying, life insurance and different type of stuff going or whatever. So how dare you look down, or you look to the public, strangers, that sit up here and say, "Oh, condolences," and he was such a funny man. Isn't it? You looking at these people to help out with the funeral? Like, please make it make sense. Because my whole thing, and then if y'all even listen to it, she was saying like she need at least 20,000. Like, oh yeah, because I'm gonna bury him, and I'm gonna bury him, and once I bury him, then I was gonna. It's 4 kids, and he got grandkids, and I was gonna split the money. Wait a minute, hold on. So not only are you trying to get donations, you literally trying to spend up, like you trying to spend a bag on the kids and everything else. You still want them to have a lifestyle that your husband, and God forgive me for doing that, but your husband couldn't even maintain. They could not even maintain, you know what I'm saying, for you and your family while he was on earth. So how do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like she justified, for feeling like the people in the industry that he worked with in the past or whatever should step up? Or do you feel like, no, at the end of the day, that's her responsibility, and she definitely cannot be upset with anybody surrounding her? Okay, so let's get into it. Like I told you guys, this podcast is really dealing with a lot of people that passed away, or mental health and stuff like that. And the reason why I wanted to get this all out, because it's very important. So okay, Wendy Williams was allegedly drinking every day before she was hospitalized. So as Wendy Williams continued to focus on her physical and mental health, additions I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I kind of look over my notes and be all over the place. Okay. So basically, September the 14th, she had got hospitalized because she's 57. Ooh, child, that's what I'm saying. And the reason why I'm giving y'all these dates and these ages, because the other two was 56. Wendy Williams, 57, finna go through rehab. She's in rehab or whatever for alcohol use. And they're basically saying she was drinking every day. Anybody that know, Wendy Williams is literally one of my kind of like talk show TV, not radio station role models. I don't care what people sit up here and say and how much they do not like Wendy because they feel like she gossiping full of myths. But I love Wendy Williams because I feel like she was the type of person. She was the person that was bringing it to the table. And I don't care what you say, people love that show. You know what I'm saying? Because she brought out, and she said, it's kind of like the saying say. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say what I'm saying. I'm going to stand on it. You see? So she's hospitalized and she's going through the process of rehab because she has really been through a lot. Her husband for over 15 years was sleeping with like his side chick, and they was messing around all for at least 10 years. But they was messing around for at least 10 years, him and the side chick. But the side chick ended up decided to keep the baby because, they said she had multiple pregnancy by Wendy husband, but she always got an abortion. But she ended up keeping this child, and her husband ended up basically, getting a divorce. They ended up getting a divorce. And I feel like Wendy took it very hard. She definitely did not want to get a divorce. They only had one child together. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, Kevin was her everything. Even when she did her documentary, it's crazy to say, but if you even rewatch the documentary, I think it was more so of the scenes with her and Kevin and how she how she kind of went through that. Now I ain't gonna say all of it. I kind of really got a better outlook of how she felt. But yeah, just to know that Wendy had at least went through over, I want to say, don't quote me, 10 plus miscarriages before she actually had her son. And Kevin was there the whole ride. She felt like Kevin was the one who built her up, who gave her the confidence, who made her believe that she is, woo woo la la. So when he left, it's kind of like Wendy is like gone with the wind. Like, oh my gosh, like this is all I know. This is the only person. This is my best friend, my lover, and it just hurt her. And I think as people, human women, we need to definitely understand that, because I feel like we get so caught up in the moment of, oh, it ain't a big deal, and I'm gonna let this person have them. That's hard. That's the measure of being with somebody through thick and thin, and then you guys be together over 15 years, and this is the only person you ever loved and trust, for them to have another baby on you. And then next thing you know, you have to understand she was the breadwinner. So Kevin, even in the midst of their divorce, he walked off with half of everything. He still gets spousal support from Wendy. And and all he doing is spending it over there with his with his new chick, which is the one with the baby. So speaking of Kevin Hunter, she got hospitalized and everything else. So Kevin birthday had came up. He said, birthday vibes all week. So thankful to the Most High God for all blessing. I tried to tell him health is wealth, not money. God said they'll learn. Have a blessed day. So he was being a little shady boots and not trying to be funny. I just hate when people that have done you wrong, when you are dealing with pain and you're still kind of going through like a little tough patch or whatever, they tend to flip that and feel like that is God showing them, or there's some type of joy in that. And it's sickening, because what at the end of the day, yes, Whitney probably wasn't perfect, but Kevin, you was the one who put her through and got her in this state of mind. You see what I'm saying? So it just was very tacky. He got a lot of backlash because people feel like, what is that to sit up here and say? And you was like, she didn't mess up. She didn't have no kid about somebody else. It wasn't a rumor. To this day, I haven't heard not one rumor about Wendy Williams cheating, messing around, and everything else. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like for you to be talking about, oh, I tried to tell them that it was health is wealth and stuff like that. Well, if that's the case, then give her back her spousal support. Because I don't feel like she should be paying you monthly a month. You know what I'm saying? So just so you can sit up there and be with your side chick. So it's like, yeah, that lady's stressing. That lady's stressing because she working all day 24/7 trying to keep her name up to spite. Then on top of that, she's paying you. She already know you're giving that money to a woman, a mistress that you cheated on her with, that broke up the marriage and stuff like that. So that's very draining and mentally. And Wendy, even though Wendy talk a lot of noise, I don't see Wendy as being like that confrontation as far as like, yeah, I'm gonna do interviews and stuff like that. She have always kept her business so top tier private. And I respect her for that too, because it's kind of like, like I was saying about Beyonce, like this is my job. My personal life is two totally different. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna get on this show and entertain y'all, but please do not underestimate the love and stuff that I have for my family. My family and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay. So we're gonna end it off with. Let's see. Jeremy Wright out of Detroit, Michigan, recently fell on hard times during the birth of his son, who is 2 now. In February of 2019, Jeremy's fiancee Tasha Robinson found out they was having another child, But just 2 months into the pregnancy, Tasha was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. During this time, Jeremy was working in construction to provide for his family, causing him to be away from his family often with some jobs being out of state. In October 2019, they successfully birthed their son. Sadly, in March of 2020, Tasha would hear news that would change their family life forever. She found out she was in stage 4 breast cancer. Immediately, Jeremy walked away from his job in construction and came home from a job he was working in Tennessee to be near his fiancee and take her to radiation appointments, also becoming her full-time caregiver and helping more with their 3 children, son 15, daughter 14, and baby boy 2. He took up a job working for DoorDash just to get money and to pay for medical bills and keep his family going. It became too heavy of a load for Jeremy because doing DoorDash just wasn't enough to provide for the family. He is taking it one day at a time with his fiance. He is in deep pain watching Tasha suffer for something that is beyond her control. Uh, Please find it in your heart to support this family by contributing to their GoFundMe link. So, that is very sad. Young man falls on hard times while trying to care for his 3 children and their mother, who was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. Let's definitely keep that lady in our prayers and stuff like that. I just wanted to end with this story just because I wanted to let people know we honestly have to be grateful. Like grateful for waking up, grateful for different type of stuff. You might not be where you want to be right now. Nobody's perfect. You see what I'm saying? And I never forget. I was looking at something. It said you might not have a 5-year plan. I'm sorry. You might not have a 5-year plan, but you still have hope, joy. You still have your health and your strength. You see what I'm saying? Like this lady literally is married with kids and she's dealing with stage 4 breast cancer. She's still finding it in her heart to let her kids know and try to make memories. And while her husband, this is something that he cannot step in and protect her from. And it's turned him apart too. And they have to keep on focusing on the fact of we can believe, we can do it, and putting herself, like far as putting her kids and their mindset, what I'm saying, to keep on pushing no matter what. And I just commend that young man because in this society and this generation in general, like dudes are so quick to up and leave when stuff get hard. I ain't even trying to be funny. Some dudes can't even stick around with a healthy child around, let alone the mother having breast cancer and and dealing with stage 4. So let's just pray for their mental. Let's pray for their health and strength, and stuff like that. I'm really praying that this lady pushed through and stuff like that. It was very sad to know that that was something that she was going through. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tongue twisted, and because that really makes me emotional knowing that I'm a mother of 3 kids. So, that's my biggest fear is to leave this earth and I don't get to see them grow. So I can only imagine this lady going through that and looking at her kids and knowing that, hey, I might not be here to watch you guys grow. So just I want people to embrace themselves. I want people to know that you are great no matter what you're going through. If you woke up and got your eyes open, that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? It's another day for you to try. It's another day for you to live. Some people don't even have that opportunity. Some people rather deal with, everything that comes with life in the BS just to be here. So the word is be grateful, be thankful for what you do have. Because some people don't even have that. You be thinking you stand somewhere in the projects with a hoopty and stuff like that. Do you not understand? It's somebody out there right now wishing that they did stay in the projects in a hoopty. They'll be so happy. They'll be so satisfied. So please, it's the saying say, somebody trash is another person's treasure. So please treasure everything you have because it can be gone in the blink of the eye. So that's what I want to end this off on. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please like, share, comments, and let me know what you think. Thank you. Mwah. What's going on, everyone? I'm so happy you decided to join me on this journey called Podcast Life. We will be discussing topics like celebrity gossip, life lesson, politics, and etc. This is a judge-free zone. Think of me as that homegirl that is so down to earth that you feel like you've been knowing for years. Remember, over here at the Boomerang Effect, the motto is never judge a book by its cover before opening it up and reading it. And remember, it's okay to agree to disagree. Just stand on what you're saying. Got it? Period. Please like, comment, share, give feedback, anything to help this podcast grow, because it is a voice for the people. So, love, peace, and unity. Mwah.